Good morning, everybody. What is happening? What is going on? Today's kind of a fun video, and the reason that it's kind of a fun video is because we get to go through all of the stuff that I've ever gotten from Oregon, which I think is kind of neat. But you have to forgive me. There's a lot of stuff, and I'm currently packing. I'm currently packing because on Monday, 3 days from now, I am moving to Phoenix, Arizona to live with my best friend Devin and to train down there for the next Olympic year and the World Championships in 2021. So I thought it'd be kind of a cool thing while I'm packing up and I'm moving everything and I'm actually home in Bend where some of my Oregon stuff actually was. I thought it'd be kind of a cool idea to go through everything that I got through all 4 years at Oregon. So literally everything. I have hats, I have tights, I have shorts, I have quarter zips, short sleeves, long sleeves. I have my Jordans back there on the wall. I have all the shoes that I've ever gotten as gifts. I have sweatshirts over here, long pants over here. Literally anything that you could imagine, or anything that you imagine Oregon athletes getting, I'm here to tell you that you probably are right, that we get an overabundant amount of stuff. If you haven't seen my other gear videos, I'll probably put one up here. Feel free to watch that first, and it'll demonstrate all the what we get. We usually get just this giant duffel bag full of stuff that we don't get to keep the duffel bag, but giant duffel bag full of stuff, and then you get to keep whatever is in the duffel bag, basically. Spikes, shoes, shirts, sweatshirts, everything, you get to keep it, except for jerseys. That's one thing that Oregon doesn't let you keep, is jerseys, uniforms, anything like that. Competition gear is competition gear, and we never get to take it home. We're gonna start it off with the pants. So each year we would get these thinner, kind of just like running pants. They're like tights but loose. They're nice. Say Ducks on the Corner. They're super comfortable and probably one of my favorite pants. I was there for 2 years where we got black ones, and then 2 years where we got green ones. So the same kind of pant, sweat pant, that's nice and thin, super comfortable for when it's like mild temperatures outside, like a lot of the times it is in Eugene. These are kind of a thin, really swishy. They're part of a full track suit. This is a green pair of the same pant. These were the old school warm-ups that Oregon used to have back in the day. These are actually part of another kit. These are waterproof pants. So they're fully waterproof from Nike. They work great. Another pair of waterproof pants from Nike. Again, they work great. Just some typical Nike pants. They got the duck there, Nike sign there. The majority of these pants are part of or have a matching sweatshirt. So another set of just Nike pants. A pair of kind of old school looking. They have like the classic style look of Oregon stuff, but another pair of Oregon sweatpants. You can't tell, they wanted us to stay warm. And that's something I will tell you for high school athletes. If you're not wearing your sweats every single day to practice, you shouldn't be at practice. You should warm up in full-on sweat stuff. Like, it doesn't feel comfortable to run in, but you're just warming up. You're not doing full speed, fast stuff. You're just warming up. So if you're not warming up in sweatpants, you need to be. Tights don't count. Sweatpants. Sweatpants over the top of tights. Then you take the sweatpants off, then you warm up in tights, and then you take the tights off, and then you're actually ready to go. Okay? Wear your sweats. This is part of a full gray jumpsuit, which I actually lost the top to. So that's another thing, is there's a lot of gear here, but I've traded some of the gear. I've lost some of the gear over the years, and it's hard to keep track of it all, to be honest. Another pair of swishy pants. We wore these as travel gear, so whether we were on the bus or when we flew, we always wore dress attire. That's one thing that I was proud of Oregon, is that we traveled to places like it was a business trip. We wore a tie, collared shirts, button-down slacks, dress shoes, everything while we were flying. So obviously you're sitting on a plane for a couple of hours. You don't necessarily want to be sitting in dress clothes or with a tie on, but if you're on the Oregon track team, you're going to. These jackets are the swishy ones. This is the one that matches that last set of pants that I had. Kind of a cool little jacket. I think I got it freshman year, actually. This was more on our warm-up style of jacket. It's got Oregon across the front and a big O on the back. This is what we wore for warm-ups, I think my freshman and sophomore year. This is the sweatshirt that matches the black sweatpants. I'm not going to say that anymore, I'm just going to show the sweatshirts. But it says Oregon Track and Field. It's kind of nice. It's just your casual like quarter zip crew neck. Big old green sweatshirt. This is one of my favorites. I actually wear this probably second most frequently. It kind of stands out, it's kind of cool. It has a duck on it and it's like a nice big sweatshirt. Ducks, just kind of simple gray sweatshirt, nothing too crazy there. This is the sweatshirt I wear the most often because honestly I just really like the cuffs on it. They like hug up to your wrist, they're not super baggy, they're super nice. Anyways, just a simple gray Oregon sweatshirt, zip pocket, which is nice. If you don't have a zip pocket, it makes it nicely, you don't drop your phone or anything out of it. Another Oregon hoodie, nothing too crazy there, just a simple Oregon sweatshirt. Basically the same sweatshirt, just in black. I think this was my senior year we got these, or my junior year, but just another simple Oregon sweatshirt. Coffee break. So oddly enough at Oregon, my freshman year, we actually didn't get rain gear, which kind of blew my mind because if you've ever been to Eugene, it's actually one of the rainiest places in the United States. And that's a fact. It actually is one of the rainiest places in the United States. But this was the first year we got rain gear, and it's some of my favorite rain gear that I have. It's pretty subtle, it's simple, just Oregon rain gear. It says Oregon across the back. It's really kind of nice. It's getting a little bit old, a little bit worn, there's some holes in it, but still, if you're going for a nice run and it's a little misty out, this is a great thing to have. These jackets are kind of cool because the sleeves actually zip off. You can see there's a zipper there. The sleeves zip off and they turn into a vest. Now this is what I was talking about when these are the old school warm-ups that Oregon had. It's the green one of the same jacket, and this one also zips off. My sophomore year, the year after I complained about not having a rain jacket, they gave us this rain jacket, which is a phenomenal rain jacket. Actually, it's 100% waterproof. It's not Gore-Tex, but pretty much Gore-Tex. It's whatever Nike calls their Gore-Tex. But it is leak resistant. Like there's no water going to get through. 100% waterproof. The only problem is it's rain gear that doesn't have a hood, which I thought was a little strange at the time. Just another Oregon sweatshirt, kind of a cool one. I don't wear this one super often. It's like a little bit flashy, and I'm not a huge fan of that font of the Ducks. This is what our travel gear eventually turned into my junior year when we were on a bus. Not on a flight, we still wore dress attire, but simple Oregon, nice gray, super soft, just very comfortable material. Big old full zip jacket. I actually use this one when I go snowboarding. It's super warm. It's that Nike Thinsulate stuff, or whatever it's called, Therma, whatever. Anyways, it works really well. It keeps you super warm, and it's got a zipper so that you don't have to pull all your stuff off when you get to the lodge. It's a full zip jacket. It's kind of more casual wear, definitely not something you would warm up in or do track in, but it says Nike International, has Oregon Track and Field there on the side, and it has a bunch of these like fashionable pockets. It just is a really cool looking jacket. Nothing too crazy, just pretty simple, but just an awesome jacket, and I was pretty pumped that we got it. This is another one, and that was a gift, so that's not something that just the whole team gets. That was a gift for the indoor national team or outdoor national team, one of the teams, my junior year or senior year. It's kind of cool. Okay, this then is the other gift we got. It's got a duck on the sleeve, just says Nike across the chest. I think this one was actually for indoors and that one was for outdoors. Okay, the next thing we're gonna go into is hats. So in the course of my career at Oregon, we never got baseball caps. Well, we got two actually, but I kind of got them, one my senior year and the other one I got after college. But this is the one I got after college. It's just a simple Oregon hat. You guys have seen me wear it in probably like 30 or 40 videos. It's that uniform that was the psychedelic one. I have a video about it. It's called the best uniform in the world. If you guys want to watch that video, it'll be linked in the card up there. This is probably one of my favorite hats. It represents a lot, and it was my senior year, so it was kind of special to me. The other thing they gave us was a ton of just winter hats. So just a normal winter beanies that were different Oregon branding. We'd get one every year. If you put them in the washer and then dry them, they get super tiny, but that isn't to say that they stretch a lot, so it all works out. This was a full balaclava, like a head thing. I think I probably stole it from Devin, but it actually covers your face so that when you're running, when it's like 20 degrees outside, it's not as bad. Probably my favorite hat that we've gotten, just a simple Oregon hat. Another one of my favorites, one that actually doesn't shrink when you put it in the washer, that Oregon hat. These are all of the tights that I got at Oregon my senior year. These are the full tights, the long tights, not the competition tights or the half tights or the compression shorts. So, kind of a very fluorescent yellow pair of tights we have there. These are actually like insulated, they're super thick, warm tights for when we're running outside. And I think that they include a lot of warm gear because we don't actually have an indoor facility at Oregon. Everything we did was outside. So if it's snowing and raining and 20 degrees, you're outside. These used to have an Oregon O on them, peeled off, but just a simple tight zipper at the bottom. These are your basic black, basically like long john style tight from Nike, nothing on them. Another pair of those insulated green ones. Another pair of those black normal Nike ones. These ones are kind of cool. We got these the first year that they came out. I don't know what they're called, but they're pretty cool. They were a gift, I believe, as well. They were the first year they came out. I think they're like, when they came out, they were like $190 tights, which to me was mind-blowing. It didn't make sense. This is a really, really thin pair of just gray tights. I'm a big fan of like neutral colors, not like the super flashy stuff, so I wore those a lot. Just an older school style of gray tight and embroidered Nike logo there. Same tight as those green ones earlier, but the Oregon O is still on these ones. Just simple black. Another thin black tight. Like I said, I like the neutral colors. I actually play basketball on those a lot. They keep my calves warm. And then these are kind of the two off, like weird looking tights that I'd never seen before that Nike and Oregon gave us. These ones are kind of cool. They're like a compression tight, but they have like this, I don't know, this weird like, they make you feel like you're a superhero when you wear them. They fit really cool and they like, I don't know. I would wear them every once in a while at practice, but always when I was trying to show off a little bit. And these ones make you feel like you're Spider-Man. So I like these, this really thin, shiny competition shorts. Wasn't supposed to keep them, but I did. Practice shorts, just your simple Nike running short. Black, no pockets, no nothing, just, this is kind of what we would like lift in or like do some workouts in. But I never really ran track or like ran in full shorts. Those are super long. I love the trend that basketball's going right now with the shorter shorts. Track, there's no reason to have a long short. Either wear something super tight to your skin or don't wear short shorts like these. Wear running shorts, that's why they're called running shorts. Competition running shorts. More basketball shorts. These ones actually have pockets, these are more casual. Another pair of basketball shorts. They have a duck on them, which is a little bit different, a little nicer. They're a little bit shorter, a little bit better cut, so they fit a little bit better. These were our lifting shorts. You weren't supposed to, you didn't have to lift in these, but you always had to lift in Oregon colors. You always wore, whenever you were on, so let me explain this as well, while we're kind of in the middle here. If you were on an Oregon facility, whether you were in the weight room, at the CAS, at the JQA, well I guess not at the JQA, if you were in the weight room, at the CAS, at the track, somewhere doing something that was athletic that involved Oregon, you had to be wearing only Nike, so you couldn't wear any other brand, and you had to wear only green, yellow, black, gray, or white. No, unless you were a girl, you could wear pink, but no purples. Occasionally you got to wear your country's color, so like if you had a uniform or like the USA gear that I had, I could wear that every once in a while, but for the most part it was always Oregon issued stuff. And that's why they gave us so much stuff, is because we were required to only wear it. This is our weight room logo. It's just an Oregon O with weights in the middle and wings, and then just kind of simple. They're like a nice light short for Oregon or for weightlifting. Another big pair of basketball shorts. These are from my freshman year. Another good pair of shorts. This is when they switched to the candy apple instead of that classic green, but just another pair of Oregon shorts. And then the classic green style of that same short. Okay, now we get into probably what is the longest part of this video, the long sleeve and short sleeve shirts. A lot of the shirts are duplicates basically, so they're going to be a short sleeve version and a long sleeve version. So it might go quicker than I'm thinking, but there's a lot of shirts. Probably my most worn shirt, just a gray Nike shirt. Obviously, it's pretty worn, the Oregon O is almost gone. Oregon Track and Field, this one's actually cotton, it's not the Nike. So this one actually says Oregon Track and Field, this one's kind of cool. Simple Oregon shirt, it's kind of got cool little dots on it. That's about it. Oregon shirt. Like I said, I'm going to show you guys everything. This shirt we got at Nationals. This is actually Devin's, I stole it while I was in Phoenix, but this is a shirt that we got as a gift, or what we were supposed to wear at Nationals, and we actually got to keep it. We weren't supposed to get to keep it, but they let us keep it. So this is, I actually have two of these, so if you're thinking what I'm thinking. Oh Heroes shirt. Oh Heroes is a volunteer program that Oregon does with their athletes that allows them to be able to volunteer in the community, and it's actually a really cool thing. Kind of this ombre style, I think it's supposed to look like wings maybe. It says Oregon lightly across the chest there, you can kind of see it. Basic Oregon shirt, really like that one. I have another ombre one. This one goes along with the dots, has dots on the front and the back. Each year we had a team shirt that kind of represented our team motto. This was their team shirt from last year, I believe, or 2 years ago. Fly in Formation was their thing, which I'm not a huge fan of. I liked it when I was making the slogans, or when like us as a group was making the slogan. Tougher Together was ours my senior year, I believe. I think I have a shirt that says that. This is my favorite one. So just a simple Nike shirt, super simple, but then says champions do extra. This one is also a quote from the Goonies. I don't think they realized that when they put it on a t-shirt, but our time now. Nice super lightweight Oregon shirt. This is mine of the championship shirt that we got my senior year. And then another Oregon O Heroes shirt. So O Heroes, that program that helps us volunteer for around the community of Eugene. So those are all the short sleeve shirts. There's a lot of duplicates of these shirts and the long sleeve stuff, so I'll try and skip through those quickly. Okay, long sleeve shirts. And as a decathlete, long sleeve shirts are actually kind of important because I use them a lot to cover up from the sun, so I'm not getting beat down while I'm out there for 2 days. So this is a repeat of one of the short sleeve shirts. United we stand. It's kind of like saying that as a university we stand behind certain things that were going on in the world at the time. This is another one of those simple ones. Like I said, I like simple more than flashy. Another replica, another duplicate again. This one's a basketball shirt that actually Lauren got me. It's one of their shooting shirts. It's basically one of the basketball team's warm-ups, and I think it looks dope. And it kind of is a random saying, but bend your knees. If you're ever gonna play basketball, I'm a basketball coach too, you're never in an athletic stance unless your knees are bent. Try and move somewhere fast without bending your knees. Never gonna happen. So you always should be bending your knees. Another duplicate. This is one of my favorites. It fits really well. It's a really long shirt. Candy apple. Another one that's just like that green one, just black. It's kind of like a hockey jersey material. It's really cool. And it's kind of just like I wear this on like game days a lot. Okay. So I should clarify. These are all shoes that were gifts. These are not shoes that everybody on the team gets. These are shoes that athletes that qualify for NCAA's either indoors or outdoors get. So not everybody on the team gets these. Keep that in mind. As well as some of this gear. Keep that in mind too. Not a lot of it, everybody gets. Just some of it. Okay. Simple pair of Air Max. I don't remember what year these were. These are the Air Max 2016s. So Air Max 2016. This is the first year that they kind of got popular and had a better look. This is probably my most frequently worn shoe as of right now as a casual shoe. It's an Air Max 90, I believe, but it's got this like protective coating over the front. So the front's actually waterproof, and all the way up to this little like indent is waterproof. Like proof, not like if you get it wet it'll seep through. Waterproof. You can just wipe these babies off and they're good to go. They were perfect for Eugene. They're kind of a weird color, but they go really, really well with a lot of stuff. This is probably the brightest shoe I've ever owned. And you can kind of tell in the video, but it's unbelievably bright. I don't know what it's called, the Skylux. Spelled like that, Skylux, Nike Skylux. It is the softest, most comfortable shoe I've ever worn. This one might be customized. I think you can buy these online actually, but just a cool pair of Huaraches. They kind of look like old man shoes from the top just because of this white and gray, but from the side they look dope. Yeah, just a casual pair of Nike Huaraches. This shoe nobody was super excited about because everybody thought it did look like an old man shoe. I think it's like a weird version of like a Roche or Roche, whatever you want to call them, but it's also kind of freestyle. It does look like an old school shoe, but that's kind of more my style, and so I really like these. A lot of the guys on the team didn't like them. I thought they were kind of dope, so thanks guys. These were the Air Maxes from 2015, I believe. Kind of a weird shoe, not my favorite look necessarily. Very bright white. I wear them to coach in every once in a while. These are the same kind of thing, but at least they threw a swoosh on the side so they're not fully white. These are the 2015 version or the 2016 version of the Air Maxes. When these come out, they're like $280 shoes. I don't understand why. A pair of Vapor Maxes. We got these my senior year at NCAA's as a gift, and I loved them. Vapor Maxes are super comfortable shoes. These are like what they say is like walking on a cloud, but I think those bright green ones are actually a little bit more comfortable. Vapor Max, really, really cool shoe, and I wear this one pretty frequently too. Now on to the custom stuff. You guys have seen the custom shoes probably like 20 times on these videos, and I made a whole video about them, so check out the custom video here. So freshman year were a pair of custom Huaraches that I've never seen before ever, and I've still never seen another pair like these, even not the custom ones. Another pair of this style of Huarache. So it's like your typical Huarache, but it has this weird sock thing in it, and I've never seen anything like that. If you guys know what it is or what it's called, please let me know. I know there's some sneakerheads that follow me because of this, but it says Oregon on the back drawstring and says track on the front, which I think is really cool. They're customized just for the Oregon track team. I think that there's probably like 30 of these shoes in existence, or maybe 40, just for those that qualified for outdoor nationals my freshman year. Awesome shoe, and they're all leather, which is really cool too. And they have like the Jordan stuff. There's a black duck on one and a white duck on the other, because Tinker Hatfield was all about diversity when he was designing his shoes. Sophomore year, and from what I've heard, the most expensive shoe that I own, and I've never worn them, are these Carmelos. They're Jordan branded, because Jordan and Carmelo are the same thing, but it says Mellow on the back, and then a big old duck on the tongue, and to prove that they are mine, it says MM on the size thing there, so they were mine when they were given to me. They also say MM down here on the bottom side of the shoe. These were my sophomore year. Everybody was kind of disappointed that we got Mellows instead of Jordans, but it turns out that these Mellows actually sell for a lot more than a lot of the Jordans. Next we go on to my junior year, where they went back to the style being Jordan branded stuff. So here we have Jordan, and it says track on the front, which I think is really cool. And Jordan does make some track spikes, but only for select athletes. Ducks on the back, and embroidered or kind of stamped into the material here is the duck head, which I think is really, really cool. I have no idea what year or what like Jordan these are. I think they're 15s, 14s, I think that is, 14, Jordan 14. And I've never tried these on, never worn them. They've never touched the ground. They're brand new shoes. It says Tinker Team, meaning that these were designed by Tinker Hatfield himself, the guy that designs pretty much all Jordans. This right shoe is literally untouched. It's just a simple low top Jordan. I think these are 13s. if I get something wrong, don't roast me for it. I think these are 13s, but probably my favorite style of Jordan, to be honest. A little bit clunky, but kind of cool. And they're low tops. So this shoe is just your typical, you could go out and buy this shoe today. This one though is a little bit different. It's customized with a logo that Tinker Hatfield made specifically for Oregon track and field and Oregon in general. It's 2 running ducks, one's black, one's white. Like I said, he was all about diversity. So it's showing the date 2016-2017 because that was the year that we got these, my senior year, and it says Oregon Track obviously. So that's a logo that he designed and then was stamped onto the shoe. So they're kind of a cool pair. I think that's it as far as shoes go. Now I have to dig out all the backpacks, so that's going to take some time. So backpacks. Alright, now we're going to move on to backpacks. I think I only have 3 of the years that I got backpacks, but better than nothing. Anyways, comes to the end of the video, and I said earlier that you might stick around to the end of the video, and if you did, I really would appreciate it. Why I said that you might want to stick around is I'd love to, I'm not going to take all this stuff down with me to Phoenix. There's way too much stuff here and I don't need to use all this stuff. So I'm going to be leaving some of it here in Bend, or I can send some of it your guys' way. Now, I'm going to be very selective in what I actually send out and what I give out because, like I said, I use this stuff. It's not like I'm just letting it sit here and rot. I would use the stuff in Phoenix and come back and use it. So I'm going to be very selective in what I send out. And I probably maybe would only send out 1 piece, maybe. So if you'd like, you need to be able to share this video. So share it with like 3 friends, do whatever you want to do, but you have to share this video to enter the giveaway. You have to like this video and comment whatever your favorite piece was, and comment the last thing that you did nice for somebody. So if you haven't done one of those things, you're not going to be entered at all. So you have to share, you have to like it, and you have to comment what was the last thing that you did nice for somebody. If you haven't done anything nice for somebody, go do something nice for somebody and then comment it. So I'll do the drawing or giveaway, whatever, sometime next month or later, I don't know. Anyways, that's going to be the end of today's video. Like always, remember, be nice to people, don't hurt yourself, don't hurt others, slow down, don't dance so fast. You guys are all awesome people. The subscriber count continues to rise, and I love you guys all. Daily vlogs are coming out. I don't know if you guys know this, but every other day I'm posting a video. So make sure you tune in 5 a.m. We don't have to tune in at 5 a.m. It's going to be up for the rest of your life. But tune in and check out my every other day daily vlogs or videos. So yeah, okay, bye.